Hi, hello YouTube. Today is going to be another romance review because I need to get through some of them. Um, you know, it's all I can be bothered to review at the minute because I've been watching these mainly. So first one's going to be You Me Dupree. You could count this as mainly a comedy, I suppose, but it's got romance involved between the two people, the couple. Uh, Owen Wilson, Kate Hudson, and Matt Dillon. Obviously, I'm only a fan in this of Owen Wilson and Kate Hudson more than anything. But I've only seen this film 2 times ever, and I watched this fairly recently, and it's got some hilarious moments in this film. It's not like one of them films that you could laugh through, like through and without the whole thing. But there's certain parts in it where Owen Wilson really makes me laugh in it. Right, and the couple in this is Matt Dillon and Kate Hudson, who, well, Matt Dillon, I think, what's his name in this? Carl in this. He's thinking of a new thing to do with the houses in his job, and his manager is her dad, and in this she is called Molly. Um, he's just doing stuff in his work about new developments in the houses, and her father won't let him do it and keeps changing his plans. So obviously he thinks he's out to get him and keeps telling Molly, but she won't. Obviously, she doesn't think that he is against him. And the main thing what it's really about is about Owen Wilson, who's Dupree in it, who's been I think he gets. I don't know. I don't know whether he's working or not, but I think he gets chucked out, or he's becomes homeless, and he's like sleeping in a bar. Somebody puts him up in the bed, and then his best friend sees him that he sleeps in a pub, and after him being his best man in at his wedding fairly recently, he takes him in, and obviously Molly has to accept it because it's his best friend, and then obviously things go wrong when he does a little too much that annoys Molly, and she wants him out. And as soon as she gets him out of the house, that's when the funny stuff starts happening. But I don't know. There's not much to explain about it, but it's a good film. Next one is The Breakup. I've watched all these three in the last few weeks or so. Yeah, this is Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Aniston. I've been watching her films quite a lot more recently because I haven't really seen her in much, and I watched Bounty Hunter the other day, which is Gerard Butler and her in it, and Bruce Almighty, and obviously this. Um, this is obviously about these two who, well, at the beginning it shows them at a baseball game where they don't know each other, and he tries to make go on a date with her, and we don't know what happens from there on, but obviously it shows the future, and they're together, husband and wife, and they have a dinner party, and then she asks him to do the dishes, and he said he's just too busy playing his PS2 game, and she's just going on, obviously on a mad one, and then they agree to a divorce and go through a big breakup stage, and then obviously I can't remember what film it is, but eventually they obviously realise that they don't want to break up. People gave this such bad reviews, and I can't see why, because I wouldn't say it's the best romance I've seen, but it is quite good. Two good actors, but I do like them. Vince Vaughn a bit more though. Yeah, but that's all it is about, those two breaking up, and Vince Vaughn doesn't try and go on a date with anyone else. All it is really is a battle between both of them, and trying to make each other jealous, which is all she tries to do throughout the film. It just doesn't work. She brings men home, and then obviously he starts to play on the PS2 with them. It's just whatever she tries to do, it doesn't work. But it's quite a good film. Um, Next one is Just Like Heaven. Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. I've never seen him in anything else but this, but he done pretty good in this. I liked him. And there's the one other guy in it who's from When in Rome. He's a bit he's a bit freaky, but I don't really know his name. Um, this is about Reese Witherspoon at the beginning. She's got too much of a heavy work schedule because she's like, she works in a hospital and she gets consistently keeps getting asked to do things as she's about to leave and stuff. She's got so much, work on her shoulders, and then on the night she obviously finishes to go home like really late. She's driving, and it's pitch black obviously in the night, and she obviously has a car crash, and that's where it ends. Just obviously showing the car crash at the beginning, and then it goes into Mark Ruffalo, where he stars as like a depressed character getting over his wife dying, and he obviously moves into a new apartment, and it happens to be Reese Witherspoon's apartment, and the recent owners haven't put it on the market yet. Well, they have obviously, but they haven't like fully put it on like to buy, just to rent. And obviously, then she obviously becomes a ghost. She's in a coma. She's not dead, by the way. But obviously, you'd assume that as soon as you first watch it because of her being a ghost. Obviously, with Mark Ruffalo seeing her in his flat, she's like, "Get out! Why are you in my apartment?" And throughout the film, I don't know, they're just with each other, and she keeps following him because it's the only way she seems to appear. Because obviously he's in her house. They do obviously start to connect and eventually start to fall in love with each other, which is why he obviously tries to tell her sister that she's alive and he can see her, which doesn't go down well. I don't think there's much more to say, but this is a very good film. This is better than the other two. Obviously, I really like Reese Witherspoon. She's not in enough films, I don't think. It's just funny in places. Yeah, I suppose it could be funny in places, but this is obviously more of a story that kind of gets you involved and kind of gets you watching a lot more. Uh, but this is a really good film as well. And obviously it's taken me a while, a couple of weeks to do another review, which I probably will do again. But that's all I got for today. See you next time.